This is a keeper. This is a keeper. Yes. Holy moly. Those are solid fish for this creek. Boom. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, folks. Welcome back. We are here gonna do some wild trout fishing. We're gonna have a catch and cook. We're out here in a brand new creek, guys, that I have never been before. Well, that's not actually true. I did do a scouting mission a couple months ago, and if you watched my channel update, you would have seen a little sneak peek of that creek. But we're here on an official trip. We're not doing a full-fledged backpacking trip like I wanted to. We only have time to day hike in there, but we're gonna go there pretty far back. I'm gonna show you some footage from that scouting mission because I actually caught some really good fish. But let me take you back here and show you that we're just entering this canyon. We beat the sun. The sun hasn't yet dipped into these canyon walls. It's gonna be an amazing day of fishing, I hope. The water does look like it's a little murky. There was a rain about 4 or 5 days ago. This is actually not even the creek, guys. This is an overflow tributary. The main creek is behind all of these aspens. I'm freaking stoked. I am hungry for a wild trout dinner. Some of these trout are also native. I'll tell you more about the history of this creek as we go through the day. But I also wanted to point something out, folks, that when I was here last, I saw the most mountain lion tracks that I have ever seen on any of my fishing or hunting trips. And I was actually talking to a local who told me a story about how one time he was fishing in this creek with his waders, and he looked up into the trees and there was a mountain lion in the trees looking down at him. Now, I'm not concerned. Mountain lion attacks are extremely rare. I did come prepared. I have my bear spray. I have a knife. Guys, I'm not gonna have to use those. Right now, we gotta like cross this creek here, and I didn't bring waders, guys. We're just gonna have to wet wade with our boots. Ooh, man, look at that, folks. I mean, you can see even through these trees just how overflown this creek is. I have a feeling, man, I have a feeling this might be tough fishing. I don't know. It's okay though, we really came prepared. I have a fly rod, I have a spin rod. Tons of different options in terms of flies and lures. Folks, thank you for joining me on another fishing catch and cook adventure. I'm now gonna roll some footage from that scouting mission. You're gonna wanna check out these fish. We found the sunshine, folks. Look at that. Creek's right down in there. Okay, well, we found our first official really big hole. Check it out. Look what's pouring into it. There and there. Right into this hole. There's got to be a fish in here. Fish on, fish on, fish on. Yes, yes, folks. This is a keeper. This is a keeper. This is a keeper. Got to keep tension. Got to keep tension. We're gonna flip it up. Yes, yes. Yes, you guys. Oh my word. I worked so hard for this little trout. Look at him. Look at him, folks. That's the best 10 and 11 inch fish that I've ever seen in my life. Here he is, folks. Look at that. Look at that leech right in the corner of his mouth. Oh my gosh. Get out of here, you guys. I am so sorry. I was just about to head out. I decided to try this pool, and I just hooked in to a freaking monster stripping a black leech pattern. Get the flip out of here. Of course, just when I decide not to roll the camera. Oh my gosh. You guys.
It's a black leech. I was just stripping it just like I caught that other one today. Oh my word. What a beautiful freaking fish. He's at least 13 inches. I mean, he's practically the trophy trout that I was looking for. What the heck?
That was almost a trophy, folks. I mean, honestly, that was a trophy for a creek like this, but I think there's bigger fish in here. So, guys, I'm really looking forward to coming back here. We're having to scale a lot of these pretty slick rocks when you're doing this kind of stuff, guys. You want to stay low to the ground. You don't want to be standing up really tall. You want to keep your center of gravity center and just take your time. This creek is really moving. The clarity of the water isn't awful, but it could be a challenge. I don't know. Once we bust out the rod, we'll know for sure. Aha. Yeah. All right. So I remember this spot, and I brought some rope for this exact moment here. Now, folks, when you're doing something like this, it's really helpful to know your trees and also make sure that they're alive. You don't want to do this with a dead stump or a dead branch. I know that oaks are pretty strong. And guys, it's always good just to double check your rope before you start going down. All right. We'll be back for this later. The first hole that I want to fish where I caught my first keeper trout is right down there. The sun hasn't even hit it yet. And after that, we're pretty much at the end of where I went on my scouting mission. I really want to go to the right, keep following the river downstream. But if I caught that 13-inch trout, there's got to be something bigger than that. We're here. Right in behind those trees is a really deep pool. What we're gonna get rigged up first is my fly rod. We had luck stripping these balanced leeches. And when I opened up the stomach of that one trout, I found a crawfish, a tiny little crawfish claw. So there's definitely crawfish in this creek, which is pretty sweet. Now guys, check this out. So this is a 7-foot 4-weight rod that packs down to about just over 12 inches. It's made by a company in England, actually, over in it's called the Lakes District. And they specialize in making travel rods. Now, I've been testing out their travel rods for a few months now. I've used them in a few episodes you guys have probably seen. This specific fly rod, I'm really in love with, mainly because look, it literally breaks down to this, and it's perfect for small little streams like we're fishing today. The company's called Rigged and Ready. I really recommend you guys go check them out. Their warranty is also really awesome. On my scouting mission when I was out here, I was using this rod and I snapped my tip because I got too excited and just completely busted right through a tree. I contacted those guys and they immediately sent me a replacement. No questions asked. They just said, oh, it's broke, no problem. I think they have a 2-year no questions asked warranty. It just shows that a company values their product and values their customers. So far, I'm really enjoying using their rods. Specifically their travel rods for little outings like this. Look at that. Boom. Thank you, Tim Huckabee. I snapped my line in a previous episode, my brand new fly line. Tim found out and he gave me one of his fly lines that he wasn't using. Tim is the guy that taught me fly fishing. He's the guy that I get a lot of my flies from. He's like the fly fishing sage in my life. Okay, now just so that we're locked and loaded, I'm gonna set up the spin rod. We're gonna tie in a spinner from a company that I'm testing their spinners and their spoons right now. This company is a fully American-made lure company, all the way down to the plastic packaging. So it's designed and manufactured here in the US of A. There's only one product line where they have to outsource the plastic packaging. The company is called Hoffman Lures. I love to support businesses like that. So if these little spinners and lures start consistently catching me fish, man, I'm gonna be shouting them from the rooftops. And actually, we have these little micro spoons. I think I'm gonna try that instead. Oh man, this smells fishy. All right, so folks, I put an indicator on here at the very, very top, so it's not gonna inhibit my balance leech from sinking. I've only done that because it kind of helps me cast a little bit. It also gives me an option to fish this a little differently too. Oh, shoot. I don't know where this went. Oop. Exactly where I wanted it, actually. Oh, fish on, baby. Fish on, guys. Fish on. Yes. Yes, yes. Oh, boy. I did not. Oh, it's a keeper if I can get my freaking net ready. Woo! Oh, yeah, baby. Look at that. Look at that, guys. Yes. On that Hoffman spoon. All right. I felt that I was supposed to really work this aggressively, and sure enough, oh man, looks like I got him in the gills. Unfortunately, I try to keep my fish alive as long as possible before I eat them. Yeah, guys. So I had a bonker out. The hook, it was just a single hook, but it got her right in the gill. So I didn't really want her to suffer, slowly bleed out. But look at that, guys. She has this beautiful little white tip right at her dorsal fin there, with a little bit of orange. This is a great creek trout. I'm very, very thankful. I just need 2 or 3 more of these and we have dinner. Now the water is cool enough where we can just actually put this fish still on a stringer and throw it out into the depths. Guys, I just love these wild fish. They fight so stinking hard. For a little fish like this, man, that thing was not going down without a fight. Interesting. I don't see any. Oh, that's really cool, guys. I mean, I see some remnants of eggs in here. She might have already spawned. That's really sweet. A pale white flesh. That's, guys, a lot of a misconception is that only wild fish has pink meat, and that's not true. Pink meat is it's simply based on the fish's diet. That's it. The pinker the meat, the more crustacean-based diet a fish has. The whiter the meat, it's more of an insect-based diet. So now we're just gonna put her on the stringer and put her down into the deeper parts of the water, and she'll stay nice and fresh. Her stomach is full of something. Oh my gosh, folks. Crawfish. Boom.
Crawfish. Guys, we gotta bring a crawfish trap down here. Lots of grubs, like tons of little grubs. They're eating well. When you're fishing a creek or a river, you really gotta work it pretty well, because sometimes these fish, especially with high flows, they don't have a lot of time to see your fly or your lure. So you gotta work it pretty good so that they have an opportunity to see it. Oh, I had a little follow. It's another little guy. I don't want you. I want your granddad. Oh. Oh, guys. Fish on the drop. Oh, this is a good fish. This is a good fish. It hit the water and this fish just nailed it. Oh! Oh my word! Yes! You guys. This is a male. I can tell by the jaw. Oh, this was like the one that we caught when we first got here on that scouting mission. On the drop, guys, I'm telling you, I catch so many fish right as a reactionary bite. Look at that. Oh my word. Beautiful spawning colors. Look at that. Oh, guys, check this out. Look at that bright red tip on the dorsal fin. The female had something similar. Check them out on the other side. Wow, this is just like, these are perfect creek trout, guys. I could not be more thankful. Well, we found the granddad. Guys, those are solid fish for this creek. I know there's bigger ones. I've seen the shadow of one. I want to show you something. So you see that slow moving pool? That's where that male trout was. He was just hanging out right in that pool, and that's spawning behavior for trout. They're very territorial. Bass are like this too. Sometimes they'll just have reactionary strikes during their spawning seasons. It's not always, that's not always a sure thing. I have reactionary bites during the winter time, but that was pretty sweet. Oh. Hey guys, I see some trout fry. Trout fry are just little baby trout. Man, that must mean their spawning season was actually much earlier than I thought. I don't know if you guys can see it because this is the GoPro. It's not that great of quality, but you see them right in there. One day, those little fry are going to be the fish that we're going to catch. What I haven't shown you guys is the mountain lion tracks that I've already seen. They just weren't a good representation of what a mountain lion track looks like. They were kind of faded and distorted, but I still could tell. All right, we found a great little section here, guys. Check this out. Look at this. Fast water upstream. Kind of slows down into this still fairly fast moving pool. Guys, we haven't even tried nymphing yet. We have tons of different ways to catch these fish, but I'm trying to play more aggressive to see if that's gonna catch me bigger fish. All right, so it's gonna be a little difficult getting in here due to this branch, but we're gonna try it. Oh, shucks. All right, guys, this is proving a little bit more difficult than what I had hoped. I don't even know where I'm casting right now. Oh, there it is. Okay. I'm getting this where I want it, but I'm actually not Whoa! Dang it. Did you guys see that? Man, there's a trout right that came right up from the depths right here. That was cool. I love seeing the fish in action. Found a little froggy. Come here, you. Ah! Look at this. Look at this guy. Oh, he's a fat one. Whoa! Look at that fat boy. He's been having a good time eating, haven't you?
Okay, so we're at the end of the line. I cannot obviously scale that rock face there, it's impossible. So I'm gonna have to cross the creek. There's no crossing that. So now I'm checking right here. It's a lot slower, as you guys can see. The reality is that this is just a lot deeper.
Whew. I wonder. Oh, I might be able to. Guys, I actually might be able to. Oh my God. Wow. That is really cold and deep. All right. Might be able to. Yep. I'm gonna make it. Oh, I made it. Yes, guys, this is it. Oh, you know what? We might be able to even cross here. I don't know, guys. Maybe I was just being a little too cautious. I was able to cross that no problem. Oh, guys, this just totally changed the game. I was able to cross that no problem. Okay, well, we're here. This is a perfect spot to fish, so we're gonna just do it. We're starting off with this spoon again. Okay. Guys, this water looks just perfect. Fish on, fish on. Oh, oh my gosh. It's another keeper. Oh, it's pulling drag. Oh my gosh, this is the biggest one. This is the biggest one yet. Holy moly! Let's go! You guys, look at that one. This is insane. This is insane. What the flippin' heck? Guys, this is a solid 14, this is just a fat 14-inch trout. Maybe 13, but it's fat. Look at, oh my gosh. Oh, these fish are just so strong. Look at that. Look at that. Looks like it could be a male. Yep, it's a male. Beautiful. Oh my word. So, it's a big fish. It's got good genetics, guys. I'm already doing so good with trout. I still want to keep one more fish, but I know this is just a lot. I already have 2. I only need 1 more the size that I have, and that's like plenty of a meal for me. I'm gonna let this guy go because the more fish that this guy makes, the better. Just gonna let him recoup for a second. Man, these fish are healthy. Jeez, they're fat. Hey guys, I think we found our new favorite creek. For a creek like this, these are great sized trout. They're wild. They're technically, guys, they are native trout. So I was gonna tell you about this. This creek used to flow directly into the Pacific Ocean, and any creek that flows into the Pacific Ocean has steelhead. And steelhead are andronymous fish, which means they swim up from a ocean or a large body of water like a lake and swim up creeks to spawn, and then swims back to the large body of water to live the rest of their lives, sometimes making the trip upstream multiple times. So those steelhead are essentially just rainbow trout. They're big rainbow trout, and this creek used to flow into the Pacific Ocean. It doesn't anymore, but the rainbow trout that were still in the creek system became just resident native rainbow trout. Now, over the years, we have stocked this creek with non-native rainbow trout. So the strains might not be perfect. Their DNA might be a little bit mixed with the stocked trout that are in here, but everything that we're catching are wild fish for sure, but they might not be pure natives. Oh, of course, there we go. Right into the tree. Oh, shoot. Oh, guys. Oh, no. Oh, no, guys, this is a bad tangle. No. No, 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 this is not what we need. Well, we lost it. We lost our spoon, guys. I need to do less talking and more concentrating. And yes, I only have one of those. Seems like all the good ones I only have one of. All right, guys, here we go. We're gonna try to make it. Yeah. Oh, whew. The problem is now I don't know how deep that is. Right there. And it's not that bad. Guys, it's not that bad. I'm like up to almost up to my waist right now. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we did it, folks. So I'm 6'3", that was up to my waist. So that was at least 4th foot pocket. But guys, that was not fast. That was not dangerous at all. And the only way I knew is I just took that really, really slow. Oh, now I'm in the sun. Water's not too cold. The sun is really warm. It's like at least 80 degrees in the sunlight. Oh yeah. So guys, we're gonna do, oh, look at this. Yeah, we're gonna do a variety of things here. I'm gonna try this Thomas Buoyant. Oh, haha, we got one. Oh, there it goes. Look at that. Now that was just a small guy. I don't want that one, but that is good to see. Dang it. Oh, fish on. Woo, little guy. Oh man. Pretty little trout. So I'm setting up my camera. Look who's saying hi to me. Oh, I almost had him. There we go. There we go. Gosh. Woo! Man, that was a long time without a fish. Oh, hey, this is on a local company called Gray Lake Spoons. Thank you guys for letting me try out your spoon. I switched to a white, oh, look at that pretty fish. It's like a white color, well, no, it's a white backing, but the front is like a blue purple. Oh, there we go. Hey, it's a little guy right by my feet. Come here.
Well, I think what happened is the bite just turned off, because these are all great spots. I mean, I've never fished them before, but they look perfect, and only got those few small fish to go after what we're giving them. So guys, right now I can't really talk because I'm starving. Like, I'm really hungry. Some fresh trout sounds delicious. Oh, you guys think we should have this for a side? Chili mac with beef. Butter, and of course pepper and salt. Our backpacking food takes a little bit of time to rehydrate, so we're gonna do that first, and then we're gonna do our trout last and have it as fresh as possible. What a spot to have lunch, huh? Wild fish. I'm not kidding. Food tastes 4 times better when you're out in the mountains. I think she's already done. Oh my gosh, yeah. That boiled fast. I like Mountain House. They're a good brand. They're like right in the middle of being well priced, and the ingredients are pretty good. All right, I found a nice piece of wood. First, we're gonna score it. This is gonna help prevent the fish from curling up in the pan. And it's gonna help get our salt and pepper into the meat as well. I'm gonna estimate that these 2 trout are gonna give me, both combined, at least close to 25-30 grams of protein. Trout are rich in omega-3 and vitamin D, believe it or not. Perfect, so our trout is scored and then cut in half. I'll pop them in the pan like that. Do the same thing with our other trout. Boom. Now we're just gonna rinse these off just a little bit. Trout's in the pan. We got our butter, salt and pepper. That's all we need, guys. I'm keeping it simple again today because I haven't been able to get out as much as I'd like, and I just love the taste of just trout. Nothing special with it, just the fish. Now, I haven't seen any other mountain lion tracks besides that one that just wasn't very clear, so I didn't show it to you, but my head has been on a swivel today. You know, guys, I'm not concerned about a mountain lion attack. You know, I know a lot of you have asked me about that. Part of being out here is there is always a risk, but the chances of getting attacked by a mountain lion are very, very small. I know there are cases of attacks and even deaths. The way I look at it, there's more of a chance that you'll die in a car accident than out here by a mountain lion. So, you know, with that said, I'm still prepared. You know, I have some bear spray. I'm soon going to start carrying my firearm out here. It's better for you guys to be informed and understand that there is a possibility that you're going to run into an apex predator out here. Oh, guys, look, it just falls right off the bone. Dude, you guys, it tastes like fresh mountain water. Like, that's the flavor. There's not a lick of fish in this. All right, now we're gonna debone our fish. It's pretty simple. You just kind of
pull the skull, it's gonna fall apart a little bit, but and then you just start peeling like that. Thank you so much, Father, for this food. I'm just so thankful. Thank you so much. So a lot of times I'll bring fish home for my trips for Dasha and I, but I'm telling you the difference in taste between eating a fish within the first few hours of catching it compared to bringing it home. It still tastes great at home, but I can taste a little bit more fishiness. Like it tastes like fish. However, this, it's like a delicacy, guys. Again, this is supposed to be chili mac with beef. Spicy sauce with macaroni, beef, and beans. That's not too bad. This is where we caught that really nice fish earlier this afternoon. And now the journey back. I hope that you felt like you were here with me. Hope this inspired you. Hope this educated you. Who knows where we're gonna be on the next episode. We could be fishing again. We could be hunting. Who knows? All I know is that it's gonna be an adventure. You get on out there. You make some memories of your own. I'll see you guys later. Peace.